Okay, good morning, friends.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning and welcome for the today's class. And before I like to start the class, just we will see what we have been discussed in the previous class. I want to show the syllabus sheet because you are going to write your mid examination through online. So I'd like to cover those points which you are expecting the syllabus. So first I'd like to share the syllabus with you. So friends, we are in the third unit. Can you see the syllabus sheet?
Yes, sir.
I think we have completed up to project charter, the syllabus, and I have given a sample project charter to you also about the party project. So we completed up to party project syllabus. And in the coming 3 days, I would like to complete the work breakdown structure, if possible, the network diagram also. These two topics we are going to cover. And I want to ask all of you, what is the time when you feel comfortable to write your online mid examination? Can we go in the classroom hours or we can go after the class?
Classroom hours only, sir. Again, extra means it is
Means
important.
hardly it's 20 to 20, 30 minutes, below 30 minutes. I'm not, you doesn't go and write examination for 1 hour. It's a multiple choice questions.
40 minutes, sir. Give 40 minutes, sir.
40 minutes, half an hour. No, we can't go with the 20 marks. We cannot go the multiple choice or fill in the blanks for 40 minutes. Maximum time is half an hour. So can we conduct next week in the class hours itself?
How many questions, sir?
So I think there are two patterns. If I give 20 questions, the time is going to be 20 minutes. Isn't it? And if it is going to be 40 questions, then it is going to be 40 minutes. So 1 minute, one duration. If we are going with the 20 questions, each question carries 1 mark. And
Give 40 questions, 40 minutes, sir.
that's what, for 40 questions, I need to complete these two topics, the network diagram and the work breakdown structure.
Sir, all will get same questions, sir.
That I need to check it from your head of the department, because what the instructions given to me, make the two sets, because for few students 50% of the students will go with set A and 50% of the student will go with the set B.
Sir, in that sets also, questions will be same order or different order, sir?
Maybe it is not decided, because I think you have written any exam.
Today we have exams.
So okay, I'll take feedback from that faculty, how sir has given. Based on that format, I'll go. And anyway, don't worry, all the topics already we have covered, and I will give some important tips also from where you can get all these questions and all those. And already I have shared the textbook with you, isn't it? All the definitions and all the topics which are there in the bold and italic, in that you can go with the more preparation from the italic definitions given in the textbook. Friends, from the coming 3 classes, I'd like to complete the syllabus, the work breakdown structure anyway, we'll complete today. And the network diagram topic, it takes some 2 to 3 classes. Actually, some simple calculations and problems are also there, and we'll try to solve those problems in the coming classes. So now I would like to start the topic for today is work breakdown structure. Yes. So friends, the topic itself says that the work breakdown structure. What exactly a work breakdown structure is all about, and how it is important from a project manager point of view, that you need to understand. And the name itself says that, friends, breaking the work, isn't it? Because as a project manager, you need to execute various tasks and assigned jobs to you, isn't it? So what the definition of the project and the project management says that you need to execute the assigned project. That is the duty and the responsibility of any project manager. And friends, I have seen in today's newspaper, the most desirable job is also a project manager. Your artificial intelligence and your IoT, with that the most happening jobs is going to be a project manager is also, and these jobs are not only popular in India, it is also popular in America also. So please friends, if you want to choose it as a career, please try to focus more on these concepts. And coming to the work breakdown structure, so I just now I said, what is that? Breaking the work, isn't it? What you need to do? You need to break the work. Assume that there is a big task assigned to you, isn't it? And you need to execute this task in 30 days. Assume that the duration given to you is 30 days. 30 days you need to execute this project. This is the project which is assigned to you, project A. And some 10 members are there. The staff is 10 members. So 10 members are going to execute this particular job or the project in how many days? 30 days. So can you execute without any proper planning? No, we need a proper planning. So for that, every project manager, what a project manager will do? A project manager will develop a work breakdown structure, isn't it? So he or she need to break the work into different parts, or some small parts they need to do, because doing the project and executing the project requires the work should be divided, and work should be divided based on the specialization, based on the priority you need to do. So work breakdown structure deals with that. And as far as the book's definition says that the WBS is a deliverable oriented hierarchical structure, friends. Means every work, assume that this is task 1, this is a task 2, this is task 3, and this is task 4. Assume that how many jobs are there? 1, 2, 3, and 4. And all these 4 jobs are part of your main project, isn't it? What you are doing? You are dividing the project into 4 categories or 4 parts, isn't it? And all these 4 are nothing but they are delivering something. I remember one example on the day we have discussed the kitchen example, isn't it? So please remember that kitchen. Anyway, I'll give one more example also. So activity 1 or the job 1 is delivering something, and activity 2 also delivering something, like 3 and 4. Means each and every job or activity is deliverable oriented. It is delivering something. And that is something, if I combine all the outputs of all the activities, then it will become an entire project. So friends, what a WBX structure will deal, it will deal with the deliverable oriented hierarchy. Now what is hierarchy means? Levels. Hierarchy means levels, friends, isn't it? It will go through various levels, and these levels are used to accomplish the work. And all the levels are in which level, which aspects, friends? In descending level. It is not in ascending level, friends. All the levels are the descending level, and this descending level will go in a increased way. Assume that this is level 1, this is level 2, and this is level 3. Means it is going in a increasing way. So now what is a WBS structure means? WBS structure is dividing or breaking the work into different subtasks or the individual jobs. And all individual jobs, main work is to follow a structure. And what is that structure? The hierarchy structure. Top level, middle level, low level. And all should be in a descending level, and which should be increasing. And I'll explain this with a small example where you can understand what exactly a WBS. And before I'll explain an example, we need to understand what are the important reasons why as a project manager use this WBS. If you doesn't use work breakdown structure, what it is going to happen? These are the 5 important reasons why a project manager will use the WBS. The first important point, friends, you need to understand, it facilitate communication. So friends, in a project, what you are doing? You are breaking the project into different parts, and these parts, what you are doing? You are dividing, making into various subtasks. So what you need to do? You need communication between these people, isn't it? Project activity 1, activity 2, activity 3 in charges should communicate with the project manager or project leader. The first reason what you need to understand is there must be a communication, and communication between whom? The project leaders, the stakeholders, and some internal and external participants, isn't it? So first point what you need to do, WBS helps in communicating with the stakeholders of a project or between the project managers and other team members. That is the first reason why we use the WBS structure. And coming to the second important point, it facilitates the process of formally accepting deliverables. Again, we are using the word deliverable, isn't it? So friends, what are deliverables? The project outcome or the activity outcome, we are calling it as a deliverables. So activity 1 is delivering something, isn't it? And activity 2 is also delivering something. And if I combine all the subtask deliverables, it will become my entire project. So second one is it is facilitating to complete the deliverables. And coming to third point, it understands the project scope, friends. The WBS understand the project scope, because what are the three constraints you need to remember, friends? Time is a constraint, scope is a constraint, cost is a constraint, and we call it as a triple constraints, isn't it? How many of you remember? Please remember this triple constraints. These are all constraints for a project, and if you handle these constraints, then your project is going to be most successful one. So here the third important point is always it will remind you about your scope. You need to be in your scope. You need to complete the project within the estimated cost. All these should be useful to the project manager. And coming to the next one, it defines all the work need to be done, isn't it? First activity, what is the work? What is the second activity work? What is the third activity? All these work should be defined clearly. And coming to the last and final important use, it provides a framework, isn't it? And not only framework, it gives the status. So WBS structure is helping the project manager to understand the status and progress of the project, isn't it? Because few projects are, we can complete the project in 1 month, or you can complete the project in 6 months, or the big project like it will take some 5 to 10 years. Even though you are working on 1 month based project, or maybe 6 months, or maybe 1 year, you need status. Where we started, where the work is there, and where it is moving. So we need status, isn't it? And not only that, we need the progress report also. We started on day 1, and what is the progress of day 1 to day 5th day? What is the progress? From 5th day to the 10th day, what is the progress? Isn't it? And WBS structure is also useful in understanding the project status. So friends, these are the 5 reasons. First one is communication. And second one is it completes all the deliverables. Third one, it understands the scope. Fourth one, it defines the work need to be completed. And last one is status. It understands the status, and not only that, it gives the progress report. And these progress reports and status reports, you need to send it to the top management. Isn't it, friends? We have studied 3 types of structures: project-based structure, and program-based structure, and matrix structure. So top management requires the status, where your project is there, currently where you are, all this information you need to go. And it is possible when you prepare a WBS structure. And friends, remember, there is no standard structure. There is no standard structure in preparing WBS. So please keep it in mind. There are rules, isn't it? There are rules to construct a structure, but there is no standard. Apple company is following this WBS, isn't it? And some Samsung company is following this WBS. The BHL is following this WBS. Can I adapt? No. There is no standard structure in developing a WBS. Friends, WBS structure only follow the rules, but there is no structure. Depending on your project, depending on scope of your project, depending on the time and constraint of the project, nature of the project, you need to design your own structure. But there is no standard format. That you need to keep it in mind. And I'll go with example, and this example is very easy to understand. Yes. Can you see the diagram, friends? This is a work breakdown structure example. Can you see the diagram? Anyone, can you see? Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So, friends, you see that I am going to explain this WBS example with the definition. So, what the definition says that WBS is a deliverable oriented hierarchy, friends. Remember that. Deliverable oriented hierarchy. And for easy understanding, I have taken example of which WBS structure. I have taken example of a bicycle. Isn't it? So now we are going to draw, or we are going to understand WBS of a bicycle or a cycle. Isn't it? And here, friends, how many levels are there in the bicycle? WBS level 1, WBS level 2, and WBS level 3. Can you see the diagram whether it is in an increasing way or a decreasing way? Whether the levels are going from top to bottom or bottom to top? Where it is going? So please respond here.
Bottom to top.
Isn't it? Because, and friends, each and every activity I have given a number. So please, very easy to understand. Each and every activity I have given a number. So in level 1, what a company need to manufacture? A company need to manufacture what? A company need to manufacture a bicycle, friends. Isn't it? And to this bicycle is a project. Assume that this bicycle is a project. Preparation of one bicycle is a project. And this project, how many score we are giving? 100 score or 100 points we are giving. And this 100 points, what I am doing? Breaking. I am breaking 100 points or 100 marks of bicycle. And how I will break? Break by the activities, friends. Isn't it? So in level 1, the entire project is a bicycle. And friends, bicycle is made up of various parts or components. So friends, first level, what I am drawing, I have already drawn, bicycle is level 1. And in level 2, I am breaking the bicycle into different components. So, and these different components, I am also giving numbers, friends. Isn't it? So bicycle, I have given a numerical number called 1. And this one bicycle, I have been breaking into different components. And different components, I am giving a score. Isn't it? And this score is based on priority. The important, for example, if I ask you, what is the most important organ of human body? They all are important, but few organs are much more important than the other parts. Isn't it? For example, if your finger doesn't work, will you die? No. If your finger doesn't work, will the human beings die? If your finger doesn't work in a human body, will the human beings die? If your finger is affected and it is not functioning, will the humans die?
No, sir.
No.
If heart stops functioning, people will die or they live, they are alive. Die. Why I am giving, friends? Finger is also part of the human body, heart is also part of the human body, but both are important. But with the finger, if I compare with the heart is the most important organ than the finger. Here also, friends, you see that how I have divided. I want to prepare a bicycle And bicycle, I have given a numeric code for easy understanding, number 1. And I have allotted a scorecard 100. And in level 2, what I am doing, I have been dividing various parts of a bicycle. And what are the various parts? One is a bicycle. And bicycle is made up of frame set. Bicycle is made up of crankset. Bicycle is made up of wheels. It has a braking system. It has a shifting system. It has an integration and overall project management. And for each and everything, I have given a number. 1 is a bicycle, 1.1 is a frame set. And how many points is allocated here? 15 points. And for 1.2, it's a crankset. I have allocated 5 points. Means it is important, but is not important than frame set. And coming to third one, friends, wheels, most important. And how many points we have been allocated? 30 points. And also for brake, we have allocated 5. And for shifting, 5. And for integration, 35. So friends, in the second level, 3 activities are important, friends. One is a frame set activity with 15 points, wheels with 30 points, and also integration with 35. And the remaining all are activities, but not that much important. So second level, what I am doing, I am dividing a bicycle into different activities from 1.1 to 1.7. And friends, you see the total here. The total for the entire bicycle is 100. And if I combine all the activities, how much total I am getting here? Is it same or not? 100% same, isn't it? So friends, in the third level, what happens? I will break this into some more activities. But I am not breaking all the activities. You see the diagram. I am breaking only 3 activities. What is the first one? Frame set I am breaking. Wheels I am breaking. Integration part I am breaking. And the remaining all will, as it is, it will enter into third level. And coming to third level, friends, I have been breaking 1.1. And what is 1.1 here? The frame set. And again, these frame set, I am dividing it into 1.1.1 frame. And how much score I am giving? 7. 1.1.2 handlebar 2. 1.1.3 fork 3. And 1.1.4 seat. If I combine all these 7 plus 2, 2 plus 3, 3 plus 3, total I am getting 15. Isn't it? And take crankset as it is. Take now the wheels part. Friends, wheels are important for bicycle. And wheels, they are giving 30 points. And as you know that we have 2 wheels for a bicycle. Regular bicycle will have a 2 wheels. And these 2 wheels also, what we are doing, dividing into 2 parts. That is 1.3.1 is a front wheel and 1.3.2 is a rear wheel. Why rear wheel we are giving highest score means, friends, in a bicycle or maybe in a 2-wheeler, front wheel and rear wheels both are important. And friends, don't call a back wheel, because back is not a good word. And even in your mobiles also, the companies will call it as a front cam and rear cam. They doesn't call as a back camera. Back is a wrong word, wrong spell. Technical word is a rear. So here, front wheel and rear wheel both are there, but top priority is given to rear wheel, friends, because it controls the entire bicycle than a front wheel. So here 13 points is given to front wheel and 17 is given to rear wheel. And total 13 plus 17, 730. And coming to 1.4, braking system as it is you maintain, and shifting system also as it is. Now we need to go with the third activity, breaking the activity, integration. And in integration, what you will do? 1.6 is an integration and dividing it into 1.6.1 concept. For concept, 3 points. 1.6.2 for design, 5 points. And 1.6.3 assembling or assembly. And 1.6.4 2.4 testing of the bicycle, 17. And the total, if I combine concept 3, design 5, assembling 10, and testing 17, we'll get 35. And the last one is 1.7 project management 5. And you see the friends, what is again total? 100. Here we got 100. Here we got 100. And also we started with here. So friends, here the level 1 is a starting point, isn't it? What is level 1? It's a starting point. And what is this activity, friends? It's a ending. So a project starts with a starting point and ending point. And what is the starting project work breakdown structure level is a bicycle. And in level 2, I am breaking the bicycle into different components. And those different components are again breaking into different parts in level 3. Why I am breaking the third level means the reason is the importance and priority is more. Like 15 is the top priority frame set, 30 is the wheels category, and 35 is the integration. So friends, this is a small example of a work breakdown structure. And please unmute yourself. So friends, now you have any doubts? What exactly a breakdown structure is all about? Now you can understand. And friends, level 1, level 2, level 3 are nothing but it is a hierarchy. It is moving, isn't it? It is moving in a level wise. Level 1, level 2, level 3 means in a breakdown structure, whenever you are preparing the work breakdown structure, you need to follow the levels. And a bicycle has followed how many levels? 3 levels, friends. And friends, you see that. Okay, so it is following the levels, friends. You see that, and each level is delivering something. Do you think that wheels are not delivering? Yes, front wheel is delivering something, rear wheel is delivering something, even brake is also delivering something. Each and every activity is delivering. You prepared all your bicycle, but you have forgotten this 1.4. Sir, 1.4 is only 5. Why can I give importance? No, friends. Isn't it? 5 points is also important. Integration is also important. Isn't it? For example, you have forgotten this 1.1.4 for a bicycle. What happens? If you forgotten this, sir, it is only 3. Can we ride a bicycle without a seat? No, it is not possible. Isn't it? Can you remove this handle? No. Isn't it? So friends, each and can you launch the product without testing? No. Each and every activity is important, but the thing is priority, friends. So you see the level. So each and every activity is delivering something, and you see that score. Here we got 100 in level 1, and in level 2 also the total is 100, and in level 3 also total is 100. Means we are not missing anything, friends. We started breaking the bicycle in level 1, and at the third level also we continued the same activity. We doesn't got 99 the score, and here we doesn't got 110. Do you see that any change? No, because the project is total 100 points. We got 100 here, and also we got here. So this is how the WBS structure works. So friends, what you need to understand, there is no standard rule. There is no thumb rule in constructing the WBS structure or dividing. Because whatever the structure, whatever the style, format a company follows, it is fine. But what you need to do, you need to follow certain rules or certain format, certain rules you need to follow before you are constructing. And that rules I am going to explain in the coming slide. Next, we'll go with the rules. Yes, because constructing a WBS structure is not, sir, you said we doesn't have a standard format. Yes, but friends, follow the rules. And friends, all these rules I'll explain with the diagram. If you understand the diagram, these rules are going to be very, very easy. And what is the first rule you need to understand before constructing is the rule 1. Each activity, the WBS, each activity should be traceable, friends, should be traceable back to the scope. Friends, remember the first, what is the first rule? Each and every WBS activity should be traceable backwards to the scope. If you see the diagram, isn't it? Can you see it is traceable? Because if I trace from back, here I got 100, here also I got 100, here also I got 100. Here is the scope, this is scope, isn't it? I can trace it from back, isn't it? How you are tracing? For project management 5 points, for testing 17, for assembly 10, for concept 3, design 5, braking system 5, shifting 5, like that. If I trace from back, each and every activity should relate to the scope. And what is the scope here? I need to prepare a bicycle. And what is the points I have allocated for the bicycle? 100 points. Isn't it? So what is the first rule? Whenever you are making the activities, it should be traceable back. From back, it should be traceable. If I trace from back to the top, from back to the front, it should be traceable. That is the first rule you need to follow. For example, friends, if you miss this shifting system 5, so you get score only 95. And if you are tracing from 95 to here, you will get 100. Do you think that it is traceable? No, because we got 95 here and here is 100. So there is a gap. There is something is missing. So that structure is not a valid structure. Some disturbance is there in the structure, that you need to understand. And coming to the second rule, very, very important. All the WBS components are defined as active verb. What are verbs? What are verbs? In English, you have studied verbs. What is a verb? Anyone? What is a verb? Verb means what? What are verbs?
Action.
Yes, actionable things.
Yes.
Isn't it? Actionable things. WBS components or activities are verbs. For example, friends, in your daily life, most of the people assume that your friend has some 3 backlogs. If I ask, this time you are going to clear those backlogs, means what your friend will say? I'll try my best. Try. Can you say try is an action word? No, it is not action. You are not trying. So don't use such kind of words. Isn't it? Use always the WBS components. Each and every activity should be actionable.
Give.
Yes. Use that word action. Means things should happen. What is actionable things means? Things should work here. It may happen, may not happen. Those things doesn't work under WBS, friends. So second important rule you need to do is all the activities you are doing in preparing your WBS structure should be actionable, and those actionable should be active. Active works you need to do means activity 1 should have some actionable things to do, and actionable things should reflect in the reality. That is the second point. And coming to third rule, what you need to understand is all the chain. You see, friends, the chained component together should match with the parent component. So friends, there are 2 components. One is a child component, another one is a parent component. And if you see the diagram here, if you see the bicycle diagram, which is a parent component and which is the child components?
Bicycle is parent.
Yes, bicycle is a parent, and all these components are children's. For example, if you are preparing a bicycle, isn't it? And here 1.1.4 there is a seat. In the place of bicycle seat, if I kept a car seat, do you think that it is matching? Or in the place of bicycle seat, I'll fix a two-wheeler, a bike seat there. Or I'll remove this bicycle handlebar and I'll place the auto steering, a jeep steering. Is it acceptable?
All will laugh, sir.
Yes. So friends, what is the important third rule means? All the parent components should match with the child components or child components. Why the child component is given first means, for example, the assembling is a child component. And this assembling should have a connection with the parent. Front wheel should have a connection with the parent. Rear wheel should have a connection with the parent. So friends, what is the third rule says that you need to, third rule, very, very important. You remember, because you will get this question in the examination also. And even you can get in the multiple choice also. Please remember, even you can get the rules in there in a multiple choice question also in the examination, friends. In WBS rule, dash components together to make with the dash components. You may get question like that. So here, friends, all the child components should match with the parent components, and not only that, only this parent components. Only, I am using word only, because bicycle is a parent. All the components should match with only this bicycle. Because, for example, some sports bikes or vehicles are also there, friends. Isn't it? Some sports vehicles are also there. So what happens if I fix the brake system of a sports bicycle with the normal bicycle? It is not the child component or the exactly compare with the parent component. So what you need to remember, the third important rule is each child component should match with the parent component and only the parent component, only this parent component. That is the third rule you need to follow. And coming to the fourth rule in constructing WBS is as very easy. Each and every WBS activity is a deliverable oriented. Isn't it? Brake should deliver something, wheels should deliver something, isn't it? Your seat should deliver something. Each and every activity should deliver something. It should not an inactive, active should be there. And next important one is, friends, there is no time ordering. So in WBS structure, friends, most of the project managers, they think that WBS will follow time. No, you need to do this number one. Second activity you need to do. For example, I'll give an example, friends. In your new kitchen project, can you remember that those three important activities in kitchen? Three activities are there. First one is demolishing. Second one is cabinet fixing. Isn't it? Fixing of, fixing of the wiring and all this. And third one is cabinet fixation. This is the three activities. Can you follow the time order here? Can you follow the order here? Yes. First I need to demolish, then fixing the pipes and water pipes and electric pipes. Third one I need to go with the cabinet fixation. Friends, I am only following the activity order, but not following the time. Isn't it? WBS structure doesn't follow the time order. What the time order here means, at 9:30 you need to fix this. This time ordering is not. I'll follow only the activity order. Isn't it? First activity, what I need to do? I need to demolish. Second activity, I need to go with fixing the gas line and electric wire fixation. Third one, I need to fix the third. I am using activities. But here in WBS structure, there is no time ordering. What is time ordering? At 9:30, you need to do this. At 10:40, you need to do this. That order is not required here. Don't worry about the time ordering. What is you need to do? Divide the work. And what you need to do? All the activity should deliver and it should be traceable from back. And component should have some similarity between parent component and the child component. That the fifth rule. And coming to sixth rule, it is very, very interesting. 4 plus or minus 2. What is this rule? So most of the psychologists believe that human beings have a tendency to remember only 2 to 3 activities. So friends, example, if you see our diagram, how many activities, how many levels are there here? How many levels are there? Only
3.
3. If instead of 3 levels, I'll keep 30 levels. Does the project manager remember all the levels?
No, sir.
No, it becomes difficult. So what the thumb rule says that try to minimize your levels to hardly some below 4 levels. Because people have a tendency not to remember. In one day, if you write 3 exams, it becomes difficult to remember. In project management exam, you will write your high voltage engineering answers, isn't it? And in some other paper, you write the project management WBS answer. Because the main reason is your brain have a capability and ability to remember only a few content. Beyond that, your memory is not accepting. So here, what the rule says that try to be the less levels. Don't go with some 30 levels or 40 levels. Try to be very short and simple. So try to close it below 4 levels. That rule is important here, friends. That you need to understand. And coming to the last rule, each and every activity should be elaborated properly. It should be elaborated, progressively elaborated. What is progressively elaborated means? Activity 1, if I check the activity 1, I should know that it is doing something, some activity is going, some progress I need to see. I have seen from 2 to 3 days, most of the discussions is happening in the A and B section WhatsApp group regarding your presenting your mini project, isn't it? And each and every activity in the mini project should convey that this activity is doing this, because with this progress only you need to execute the results. So the last and important rule is it should be progressively elaborated. Means don't add some nonsense content in your WBS structure. Structure should be simple, and each and every structure should give a progressive report. So friends, there are 7 important rules you need to remember, because each and every rule you may get in your mid examinations as well as in the external examination. So rule 1, what you need to do, first one is traceable should from back, use active verbs, child component should resemble with the parent component, and your each activity should be deliverable oriented. Don't need to follow the time ordering, and don't add more levels, because follow 4 plus or minus 2 component rules. And third one is elaborate your content progressively. So friends, this is what your WBS structure, work breakdown structure. And work breakdown structure helps the project manager in allocating the task, in getting the in communicating the project, in understanding the scope, and not only that, to find out the status. If you see the diagram, friends, yes, here if I check level 2, I can see the progress here, isn't it? Frame set. Here in level 3, I got the result. I made the frame set with 15 points. So frame set consists of frame, handlebar, fork, seat. And wheels consist of front wheel, rear wheel. Isn't it? Each and every activity is deliverable. It is delivering something. And friends, this is an important question. And in future, if you become a project manager, it's your duty is to prepare your work breakdown structure. In simple terms, it is a flow chart, friends. It is nothing but a flow chart. And what type of flow chart? Work flow chart. Isn't it? It is a work flow chart. Where it is starting, where it is ending. In between, what are the other activities? Isn't it? And that work flow chart, we are calling it as a work breakdown structure. Means breaking the work and making into a structure. This is level 1, level 2, and level 3. And friends, this is the work breakdown structure. And before I'll move to the network, we'll have a poll question for today. So please read it carefully and answer. Okay, make it fast. I am closing the poll. I'm closing the poll. Yes. So friends, the question is which is not an organizational structure? The answer is work breakdown structure. It is not an organization structure, friends. It is only work breakdown structure. Your matrix structure, functional, program structure, these are all the structures, isn't it? Organization structures. The right answer is, and only 38% of the class has given the right answer. Work breakdown structure is the right answer. Yes. Now, friends, I'm going to start the next continuation topic, introduction only, because we have only 5 to 10 minutes left. Yes.